others. So my question here, have you finished to present this chapter? Have you finished to present this chapter? My question is that. Have we finished to present this topic? So, yes. My question now, what are the first steps to build new information system? What are the 4 steps to build new information system? Check, check, check. What are the first steps? You can make copy, paste, and use here. Just to cap again, to refresh your memory that the first steps is to identify and understand the problem. Then we develop alternative solutions. Be information required or the information that we gathered regarding the problem and a lot of things. And after brainstorming, we understand the problem, define and understand the problem. The second step is to develop alternative solutions. We have to have more solutions. Then we evaluate, and we choose the right or the proper solution, and we choose that solution because we evaluate. How we evaluate? Based on feasibility study, based on benefit and cost, advantage and disadvantage that could be suit our company. Other than that, these 3 steps are system analysis. System analysis for the system that we would like to build. Number 4, to implement the solution that we chose. So it is like that. So, why just we have a few numbers? They join. Anyway, just to refresh your memory regarding this, okay, I sent in a WhatsApp. Okay, the meeting. Hi, everyone. Have to join. Sometimes people, they don't join. They have exam or they have a midterm. They didn't join in the class before the midterm or test. This is wrong because during that time, some questions will be thrown there. So, now I do want to find the problem, develop alternative solutions, choose the best solution, and implement the solution. Very good, Nurul Suhana. That's right. This is how to build a information system. What are the approaches? We have different approaches that how to normally we follow to build information system. What are these approaches? We have some approach to some approach is to do what? To build information system. We have a traditional one, traditional system life cycle, and we have what? Others. What others we have? We have a prototyping, we have end user development, we can do it from outsourcing, or we build a mobile application. So all these approaches, it depends on the situation that we would like to use to follow to build our information system. Okay? Now, almost 9 minutes. from our class. Now, what we want is to open your camera. We would like to take photo session. Just believe me, those who didn't open camera, I don't like that because I'm taking photo session very fast. I don't want to call. You have to open now. Okay, open your camera, everyone. Thank you. Very fast, very fast. I miss you. You know that. I would like to see my students. Hmm. It doesn't matter from where you are attending classes unless you attend the class. Okay? Who is the first to take photo now? I mean, I would like this screenshot or print screen for. Okay. 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 Wait just a second. Just a second. Okay. Please, everyone, open your camera. Okay. Who else? There is some still not open the camera. Yes, still fast, please. Yeah. Come again. Some still they don't open the camera. Okay, whatever. Okay, I would like to do print screen. Okay. Okay. Just a second. Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's go to our class today. So we have tomorrow quiz, midterm. Midterm it will how to look like? How to look like? Let me tell something about midterm. Midterm it will be true false. Easy, yes. We are going to measure your understanding also. So subjective questions that some question based on the levels. 20 questions it will be there. It is midterm out of 20. So you are expecting to finish that with a limited time. Should be 40 minutes. Yes, midterm. We try to make it as a 1 hour. So like that. Study well as the chapters that we send to you. We have topic 1, 2, 4, and 5. So all this will be included in midterm. So I wish you the best all the time. Now, I'd like to ask. Yes. What was the chapter that we took before building information system? Yes. What was the topic that we took before information system? Anyone can? Anyone still remember? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
What was the chapter or the topic? Sorry. Yes. The last meeting, right? What was the previous chapter or the previous topic that we took? What was chapter 7 talk about?
I think WNS, sir.
Sorry?
WNS, Wireless Network Support S. Ingat. WNS.
What is it?
WNS, wireless network as to security.
Yes. What slide number?
Oh, I don't remember what number.
What is W what?
WNS.
No, it's N you mean wireless sensor network.
Ah,
Yes, you mean that one, WSN, right?
yes, yes.
Yes, this is the last slide. Whatever. Okay, what is the radio frequency identification? So just let me just to review part of that. I would like to go again to that chapter. So as we see, this chapter, let me share the slide with you. This chapter is telling us about the telecommunication and internet and wireless. So this chapter, so you can see that telecommunication, internet, and wireless technology. We already explained the network and internet. What things that make it easier for electronic commerce is internet communication. Internet is making a lot of things easier than before. Wireless technology. What is a wireless technology? We know we use that wireless technology all the time. But let me start from here, just to resum again or to explain again. Web 2. What is the Web 2? Web 2, this is a kind of new generations surface. Enable collaboration when we have, for example, online learning. That online learning can help to do collaboration better than before because we can share a lot of information there. We can do a lot of things in the website. So the feature of Web 2.0 is interactivity is high, real-time user control. You can update and do everything. Social participating regarding sharing. User-generated content. We can generate content easily. So you can log in there and you learn about your topic easily. Web 2. What is the Web 2? I think you heard about Web 2, like blogs. It is a Web 2, RSS, blog, Sphere, or microblogging. When you do blogging, is Web 2. Wikis. I still remember that one of semester we use wikis that all students have to participate in that wikis to add or to make or to generate more ideas. Brainstorming, a lot of brainstorming. Everyone have to add one sentence that can explain or points that can explain a single topic. They can explain or they can write something to show their perspective. Wikis, social networking sites also Web 2. Why? Because that enable users to build communities of friends and sharing information. A lot of social networking. We use it like a Facebook. Web 3 and a future web. What is the Web 3? This one is a bold tool to make sense of trillions of pages on the internet. This web or Web 3 is a more persuasive web that can attract you, convince you to buy something easier, explain a lot of things. They can read your semantic, they can read your feeling, behavior, browsing in the internet. So persuasive web that can convince customer and provide the real information or the right information at the right time for the customer to buy things. Internet of Things. This one we know that how we can connect single devices to the internet and application. Add internet, increase cloud computing and SaaS. What's the SaaS? And what's the clouding? What's cloud computing? You have to know that cloud computing. That the services or programs that we can take it through internet. What is a SaaS? SaaS is a way of cloud computing that software as a service. We call that SaaS, software as a service. What does it mean? It means that the system or the software, no more we take it and we install in our device. We can connect and we can log into the system, to the software, sorry, online. We can install to our device online. Become easier and easier, okay? So can you hear me? Hello?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Can.
Thanks a lot.
Uh,
Yes, I am using new technology. What's this new technology that I would like to make sure the my sound is clear and I can hear you easily. Anyway, when you feel that you cannot hear me, just notice me. Ubiquitous mobile connectivity. You can connect to mobiles become more easier. So greater seamlessness of web as a whole. A lot of things improved and found in the web. Okay, so Web3 much more not just a new interaction or something like that, more persuasive for people to use it in e-commerce much more. Cellular systems. This is a part of a network, wireless. Cellular system, we use in malicious GSM. CDMA is also the cellular system, but they use different programming or something. In my country, we use CDMA, and one company CDMA, other company GSM. So the third generation network, and now we are in the fifth generation. So a lot and high speed network is there. So how we can? I think one of students is doing a group assignment about automotive cars or automobiles. That's mean robotic. How cars now they can drive by themselves without drivers? I am not sure it is in this group or other group, but whatever. To implement this one, we have to have 5 generation. We have to have fast network. 5 generation network or 5G is the best or suitable to implement this kind of new things, new generations of cars. So we still use 4 generation. But last year, I think Maxis designed some memory of understanding with Huawei. Yes, with Chinese people or Chinese side regarding how to transform the 5 generation network. It's very fast. Yes, but we need it for a lot of things. Now, wireless computer networks and internet access. We have a lot of wireless like Bluetooth. How we can connect this one? Because I connect through my headset through Bluetooth to connect to computer. Wi-Fi. How we connect now? My computer is connected through Wi-Fi, not through connected to internet through Wi-Fi. So this is a wireless. How we can connect without tangible or without wires or cable, just through access point. Yes, a lot of Wi-Fi hotspot. What's the hotspot? Yes, you can make a hotspot to more than one can access to internet through you. For example, I use hotspot when I moving away from my home for my kids sometimes. Yes, I give them. They would like to. For example, my son, he would like to play Roblox. I don't like to play see long time. Or my son, small son, he would like to see Cucumelo. Sorry for that, but I would like to share with you that hotspot allow that others to connect, or maybe my wife. Yes, sometimes yes, they connect because I like, I like to make internet for to the phone of my kids because right now I'd like to give them phone at all because they are very still kids. But now classes are online. So they use my home Wi-Fi, Unify. So what? I have to control that using, for example, if we go out, they already need to be connected with their friends. So I use hotspot to give them internet. WiMAX. This one we used to have WiMAX. WiMAX. It was that how we connect to internet before. This is Bluetooth. This in a single or local area network that we call that MAN. MAN. In a small office, how we connect our computer to a printer so we can print. Now, wireless LAN. What is a LAN? LAN is when you have access point, we connect to access point. Like now, I have a wire. Yes, I have a wire in my office, but I connect to access point. Access point, right? Other than that is radio frequency identification. Just to sum up this one again, or to refresh your memory. What's the radio frequency identification? It is a teeny tax. Sorry, we are familiar here in Malaysia to when we go through toll. This one is collecting money. So tag. The toll is collecting money and open for us. Other than that, that radio frequency identification used to do tracking guards in a supply chain. Yes. What other? This is the form of how radio frequency identification, RFID, works. This one, how it works, based on that. So tag radio frequency host computers things. Right. Now, WSN or wireless sensor network. This is a widely used in this form. You see this form, wireless sensor, and connected to each other. And that wireless sensors connected to a node, the bigger circle here. The bigger one is the node. So that node is connected to the server, and server connected to internet. So how we can log into that data collected by sensors through a server and through internet, easier we can connect. So what is the WSN or wireless sensor network? This one is networks of hundreds or thousands of interconnected wireless devices. We used to put, for example, in the desert, in borders, yes, sometimes countries border, they put this kind of sensors. In the forest, yes, if you would like to tag the movement, the water level, the trains, or the weather, the wind, any kind of natural changes or human changes. For example, in the jungles, you have to use this one. That sensors can read if things is happening and abnormal, can inform very fast. Also used to monitor building, as we said, security part, detect hazardous substances in air, monitor environment changes, traffic or military activity sometimes in the borders. Devices have built in processing, storage, and radio frequency sensor and antennas. Also require low power. This is the beauty of that. It can stay 1 year, 2 years, 3 years out there with no problems. Long-lasting batteries and ability to endure in the field without maintenance for a long time. Major source of big data and foiling Internet of Things. What we mean by that? We mean that because it's collecting data all the time. It is the big medium or the big source or the major source of big data. We collect information using that. So this is the form of wireless sensor network or WSN. So any question regarding this chapter? Any question? Any question?
All there.
What's the cocomelon? Yes. Cocomelon. What's the cocomelon? What is this, Shafika? Yes, for kids. This one for kids. Do you still watching that? I didn't think so. Maybe your little brother or little sister. Anyway, so what's the new chapter? New chapter is very important that we have to explain today is information security. Let's go through this chapter. So any question up to now? Any question? Any question? Any question? You have any question? Hello?
No, sir.
It's a lot. So any question, just send me and inform me. Now, can you see this one? What is the chapter? No, not yet. Well, I share with you a new chapter. Is this we're supposed to start from today, just to make sure that to refresh your memory from the last chapter is telecommunication, internet, and wireless. Now, what is this? Sorry. Security information system. What is this? When we connect to internet, we have to make sure that our information are secure. How we can make our information system secure? So we have to do something. What companies do to securing their information systems? That is very important. Securing information system is very important. That's why how we can prevent hackers to attempt or to come to our systems. So why are information system vulnerable? You mean what is vulnerable? Weak, or could be attacked easily. Vulnerable or vulnerability. Vulnerable, it is could be easily attacked or could be destroyed easily. So why are information system vulnerable? Corruption, error, and abuse, because we are connected to this electronics. Even when the power, electricity, energy switches off, things will be switched off. So energy is one of the reasons, one of the causes that would affect information system. That's why we can see it is vulnerable. What is the business value of security? Oh, there is a huge business value of security and control. What are the components of organization framework for security and control? There is a framework. What companies have to do to make sure of that? We can add you, I think that's manually, don't worry, Alif. Okay? What are the most important tools and technology for safeguarding information system? Yes, like antivirus. What are these that can do safeguarding? So let's go now. For example, his hackers targeted the United States president election. This is a long time. So what is the problem? For example, Obama, they say that Trump, he used someone before. Now they're kicking Trump out. What's the problem? Weak network security, limited financial resources. This is among of the problems. How we can prevent that? How we can prevent problems that could come from these problems? Malware detection system or technology, isolate systems and networks, prevent unauthorized access to the system. Sometimes even authorized people do. Yes, they took other people username and the password. So they look into the system as a legitimate. They have a legitimacy to enter the system because they use username and password, the real one. Because of what? Someone who are a member, like you are still in someone can take your, if you just key in your username or username and a password without making sure what's the size, is it real or not? You can take that and use it to log into the system. They log in as a legitimate or authorized, and they use to attack the system. So what will happen here? Hackers took advantage of an even security and control and launch management structure to attack the Clinton campaign. Demonstrate vulnerabilities in information technology systems. Illustrate some of the reasons organizations need to pay special attention to information system security. Because security, you can damage everything. If you add just dot, one single dot, zero, you have 1,000 in the bank. If you just add one zero, because hackers did not just steal money, they can do alteration also. Yes, yes, do alteration also. If you add dot, it will be 10,000. Two dots, 100,000. So, sorry. It's very important to manage that vulnerability and to secure information system. How we do that? We have to make a security and control to our system. A big question here: why systems are vulnerable? Because security and control are weak. How we can make that system are more secure? We have to build security, and we have to develop control to run this one. Is to control everything. What's the security? Sorry, no, because of the weather. So policies and procedures are one of securities that should be taken. So what are the policies, procedures, and technical measures used to prevent unauthorized access, alteration, theft, or physical damage to information system? We have to use systems that can, all procedures, all technical measures, all of them can prevent unauthorized access, alteration, theft, or physical damage to information systems. Sometimes they can burn the hard disk. Yes, some viruses they can damage even your single laptop can be damaged easily. The hard disk can be damaged easily. So they can have a physical damage. Other than that, controls. What are the controls? It's policies and organization procedures that ensure safety, organization's assets, accuracy, and reliability of its accounting records. And operation adherence to the management standards. We have standards, policies, organization procedures so that should be followed. Everyone have to follow that. So by doing this, you can prevent such a kind of hackers. The big question here is why systems are vulnerable? We can tell you. Vulnerables come from a lot of things because we are connected to internet, to the network and internet. Hardware problems. Yes. The problem of hardware is also causes, or one of the causes of vulnerability of systems. Why? Because hardware could be breakdown, configuration errors would be happen, damage from improper use or crime. Software problems. What's the software problems? Also the same. The problems come from the software. What are these? Programming errors, installation errors, unauthorized changes. All of that are causing vulnerability to the systems. Disasters, wow, also this one. Use of a network computers outside of a firms. If you use a device, for example, in the public places, you have to make sure that to change the setting of your wireless to choose that this one is a public place. Yes, you have to inform the window. So when you connect, they will ask you, is this, yes, previously they don't have these procedures, but now I think they have it. So they have it. So when you would like to log into the public network, they will ask you, this one, because they will discover this one is a new network, not a normal one. New network. They will ask you, this one is a public or your home? You have to click public. Be sure of that. Don't click home, because security will be lower than that. Public places, the standards and securities are high. Use of losses and thief of portable devices. Yes, when you have a laptop, maybe someone stole your laptop, it can be easily to log in. A lot of things. Your smartphone. A lot of things are there in the smartphone. Emails, bank account, credit card, a lot of things. So you have to make sure that you keep your system aware. What's the security here? We have contemporary security challenges and vulnerabilities. In each level, we have a certain of vulnerabilities and we have some security challenges. From the starting, the first point is a client or user for a computer. We have challenges, security challenges. When you are the user or client, you have a problems. Unauthorized access or errors could be the problem in that stage. In the communication lines, we have some problems or challenges, security challenges. Tapping, sniffing, messages alteration, theft and fraud, radiation. When you transfer, yes, this hackers could come to you. Also, in the same time, in a corporate server, some of security challenges is hacking, malware, theft and fraud, vandalism, denial of service attacks. DOS or DDoS, all of that could be attacked in a corporate server. So the hackers or hacking or security challenges, and every time we have challenges, we have to know how to override the challenges. In a corporate system, we still have that thieves and data, copying data, alteration of data, hardware failure or software failure. So in each stage of communication, we have security challenges or vulnerabilities. Companies have to find procedures, security, and control to override that. Internet vulnerabilities. Why? The vulnerabilities from internet come to everywhere. Why? Because internet, it is open. Anyone, you can go internet. So everyone use that internet. Billions of people. Use of fixed internet addresses with a cable DSL modems created fixed targets for hackers. What do I mean? We have a certain domain name. For example, uum.edu.my. What hackers do? Do you know that domain name and the URL is belong to that university? If they like to do, inshallah, nothing will happen. But to explain to you, that address is fixed for a long time. What hackers do? They try from time to time, until they break that. But inshallah, nothing will happen because we have UMIT from time to time, they deceiving you. Yes, it is a war, believe me. It is electronic war everywhere. Yes, electronic war. Seem like that when you have the same wall here, and you come every day, you try to make a hole. Every day you make a little small, a little, you remove a little. By days, it will make a hole in that wall. This is what we mean by fixed address in internet. Unencrypted VoIP, yes, VoIP. That one, they don't use VPN. So unencrypted could be hacked the message. Also, peer-to-peer or instant messaging, emails. We can receive emails from others, and sometimes we can receive malware in email and instant messages. So you have to take care. Don't click in a file. Yes, don't click in a file that you don't understand. Sometimes hackers, they hack your friend. So they send you through your friend and you think, oh, that one, I know him. It doesn't mean you know him. You have to make sure about the file. Don't click anything. Wireless security challenges. What is this? The wireless, we have a lot of challenges because that radio frequency band is easily to scan. With surface set identifiers, it is identify access point broadcasting multiple times can be identified by sniffer programs. Sniffer programs is one of the three or security challenges is sniffer programs. While driving, also while driving, even robbers that drive by buildings and try to detect SSID or surface set identifier and gain access to network and resources. The hacking would like to log into the network. So once access point is breached, intruder can gain access to network drivers or drive and files. I mean, they can go to the information stack. Yes, we call them intruders of the break. They can someone they are not authorized to go. What is happening? How, for example, we call that bugs. How they can go through systems? There is coding. Among coding, we call that bugs. Or some places, hackers, they can use to build new query, new system. That's why those people who build system, they have to make security high. They have to do coding well. You see here how intruders do. You have a wife. I mean, you are a legitimate user. Connect to the router. When you connect, intruders are trying to look to your information. You are transferring information. You are connecting to the router. Here the problem is come because they are unauthorized access. They don't have unauthorized access, and they can say what is transferring if you didn't increase the security. Much was software like viruses, swarms, Trojan horses, and spyware. All of that we call them much was software. Swarms here. We have a malware, viruses, swarms. Worms and viruses spread by downloading and drive by downloading. That was to be sent by email or instant message. IM, instant message attaching. So don't click in something attached easily. So you will avoid the virus. Also, among of that is a mobile device malware or social network malware that would like to attack your device or smartphone. Trojan horse. SQL, structured query language injection attacks, is a very dangerous. Cannot be do unless you do formatting. Ransomware, spyware when you log in, you can use username and password. They will take your keyloggers. We call that keyloggers to collect your what you key in there. Other types like reset browser homepage, some spyware can redirect you to redirect search request to other place. A slow computer performance by taking up memory. This is a problem. I mean, it's very dangerous. You can see your computer is taking a long time to be accomplished things. Hackers and computer crime. What are these? We know hackers and we have a crime, but also computer crime. This means practicing or doing or treating people, taking other people's belongs or things without rights. So what are the activities include? Hackers versus crackers. What are hackers and what are crackers? What are the activities included among hackers? System intrusion. Like a system intrusion. System damage. What is a system damage? They will damage your system. Yes, hacker. Hackers, when they hack a system, they have a different type of activities or purpose. They don't. Some hackers, they would like to take information without damaging your system. Some they don't take, but they can only damage your system or log into your server to damage your server resources. Yes, this is what happened. Yes, cyber vandalism. What are these? This is intentional disruption, defacement, destruction of the web or corporate information system. Spoofing and sniffing, spoofing and sniffing. All of that is activities and practice of hackers. So companies should be aware. Other than that, DOS and DDoS. What is DOS? DOS when you send thousands of requests from one computer to the server. You make that server jam, but you are using one computer. But DDoS, using more than one computer to send thousands of requests to the server, means the computer client stores are two computers and more. That's why we call it DDoS. Botnets, spam, computer crimes. A lot of things come together, different type. So we have to be aware of that. Spam. When you receive email, spam email, don't follow. Don't give them your details. Yes, this is wrong. I received some kind of invitation that do you know what they start to do now? Because we are academic, we know this kind of spam. Yes, spam. I received email that he asked me to do publication. Publication for what? You told me a lot of academic journals. They don't inform me what is the journal. Yes. Just you would like to click, maybe attack your email or maybe steal your email or something like that. Logging. Or they make something to your computer. Yes, and they take what you get in there. We have to be more smart. By logic. If you have something, and I think I told you, one friend of mine, he received, one friend of our family, he tried to contact with me and he said that he received email or message from UK asking to him, send your bank account because we can send you your award. How come? He has an award and he are looking for other bank account. He contacted me. Then I start to explain to him, this is spam. You have to consider it. And you have to educate your friends, families, members, yes, all generations. Do not give their name and credit card easily. What's a computer crime? Computer crime, you use computer to do a crime, to do violence, to hack something, to take information from other place. It was not allowed. So the computer could be targeted of a crime. At the same time, it will be a tool or instrument of a crime. So we have to distinguish between two. What things that would like to identify theft, to take your identity, like phishing, evil twins, and farming. These ones are trying to take your identity. Is click through. Cyber terrorists, cyber warfare. This kind of hackers through they try. There's a different purposes here. They use different way of practices. So hackers not just take money, could destroy your database, your intelligence, your infrastructure. They could attack country, or they could attack industry. Yes, they can make a catastrophe or a disaster if things happen like that. So security is very important to prevent all of that. We have to have security. Yes, that security can save our information system. Internet threats, or we call it internal threats. For security, we have external threats, internal threats. External threats, we already know that the attack come from hackers, but at the same time, internal threats come from employees themselves. How? How the threats come from employees? How? Sorry? Security threats often originate inside an organization because employees they use and log in and they forget, or they log into some places, or they log into the fraud website and log in their username and passwords. Those hackers they will use their username and password. So, slowing security procedures is needed. Yes, to prevent that. So the procedures organization do is very important because some workers they have a lack of a knowledge how to use the system and how, for example, in UM, we see that when you log into your portal, you have to log out from your portal. It's very important because some devices will keep details on your portal. So you have to look out. The same thing, when you log into the website, don't save. You can save if it's your device, but when you log in from other shop, internet shop, or any stationery shop or accessories shop, you have to prevent or to click never to save my details because they will use that to attack the system. Yes, I don't see that it is everyone will attack, but some cases happen based on statistics. The maximum or the most things happen is from that side. Both end user and information system specialists are source of risk. So the threat is not just from employees themselves. The workers, also from specialists. They could lose their device. Those specialists, some specialists are no. Those specialists, they can do coding, they can do a lot of things. But what will happen if they lose their tab or they forget or not forget, they miss or they lost their smartphone? A lot of things are there. Software vulnerability also. The software vulnerability is there. Why? Because the software that we buy or commercial software contain flaws that create security vulnerability. We call that bugs. Bugs, program code defects. Program code defects. When we see it, we have coding, right? Among coding, there's some space. The bugs come there. Bugs, that's in the system. So either space or where the hackers use to inject inquiries or SQL injects. So zero defect cannot be achieved. That's why companies, organizations have or system department or system or information system department management specialists have to do time from time to time to do checking quality checking. Zero-day vulnerability. We cannot say that zero-day vulnerability unless we practice security and procedures. Patches. What is that? The patches. You know software. The window. What window do? Do patches. From time to time, they ask you, please update the window. That window, you do updating to prevent any kind of hackers, any kind of wrong or some kind of new improvement in operating system. So it is easy to connect. It is easy to connect to what I can say to internet, and it is easier because of that software can be updated online. The software vulnerability come from the program coding is there, and how companies could fix, like Microsoft, they do patches. Patches. What are the patches? Small piece of software to repair flows, so we can prevent the bugs. And they have to do batch management. Operating system could be saved easily. Yes. Any question?
I cannot see the slide, Doctor.
Can you see the slide?
Yes.
Only you. What about the others?
I can see the slide.
Yes. Maybe the connectivity only.
Okay.
Good. Yes. Good one for me. Very good. Yes. So the last slide is software vulnerability. Okay. Software vulnerability. Then what is the value behind that? What is the value, business value of security and control? We have value. Okay. What's the business value? What is the benefit? We will prevent hacking our system. Our business will continue. No more losses. Okay? So let's say failed computer system can lead to significant or total loss of business functions. Even that hackers not involved, we have just a problem from computer system because of power. Computer system shut down or no power, no energy to operate that computer system, we can make a significant. Yes? Any question? You can write? Can you write? Yes? You write in the chat box. I cannot hear. Can you write in the chat box, please? What's the value chain? What is the value chain? The value of the security and control. The value is can prevent loss. Firms now are more vulnerable than ever. Why? Because we have confidential personal and financial data. If something happened to that confidential information, there will be affected. Trade secrets, new products, strategies. They will lose their business. Competitors will come, they will attack them. A security breach may cut into a firm market value almost immediately. Anything, sometimes we hear that hackers attack the company. The market share will drop down immediately. Inadequate security and control also bring forth issue of liability. Anything happen, that company are liable. You as a bank holder, account holder, that bank are more liable to you. Yes, more liable to you. So this is what will happen. So here we are going to start. Okay. So any question?
Right there.
Now I need from you what to do. To spend, yes, to spend 5 minutes discuss about your group assignment. Discuss. You have to discuss about the group assignment first, then I will come to you. Okay? 5 minutes. And also at the same time, you do scan.